Hi Sagittarius, this is Angel Aura Divination, and I'm here to give the sign of Sagittarius their spiritual, intuitive tarot reading for the end of June 2021. This is the last day of June, but I'm still going to be posting these readings because you know what? I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me. What's up, Sagittarius? Anyway, I'm using the Angelarium Oracle of Emanations to give me information about the guides that I will be connecting with after I pray and start your reading. That's all that I'm using this deck for. This deck is a very interesting deck. It stems from the teachings of the Kabbalah. I don't know if it's the Kabbalah, I guess it is. But it's like the Kabbalistic tree of life is what this deck is based off of specifically. And the different emanations or oracle cards themselves are personifications of different angels and also different branches of the tree of life, which are really just energies. Anyway, I'm also using the Herbal Tarot to get me information about what your guides might have to say to you. Both of the decks will be linked below. I'm not going to do any more explanation. I'm going to pray over your cards and then we're going to get into it. Anyway, so hello Sagittarius. I'm going to ask you while I shuffle the cards and get your reading laid out, because they're actually telling me that they want me to lay your reading out right now before I get into it, that you should like my video for the free reading that I'm giving you, and also subscribe to the channel for more content like this and others. I said content, more content like this. I also would love to see a comment letting me know if this reading resonated for you or how. And that's about it. Okay, so let's get some tarot cards out. What would you like to say to your Sagittarius collective? I had a card fall to the floor, but that card was for me. Because my guides came through and they actually told me to say what I just said, which is why I said it. Which is why I said it, ho. You're not a ho, though. Don't be a hoe. Please don't be a hoe. You don't gotta be a hoe, but if you're a hoe, be a hoe. There's nothing wrong with being a hoe. Anyway, we have Justice. Okay, so we're gonna start out with your Angelarium. We have the Sehekio. This is the Angel of Sky. So your guide might be in the sky. You could be literally dealing with an angel or a deity of the heavens, or a spirit from that realm, regardless of whether or not it's an angel or a deity or whatever. You could also personify them in this way where you might see like a, you know, they're showing me an Egyptian deity with wings. That's like a modern depiction of the Egyptian deities that people kind of place on them after colonization and Christianity has kind of taken over with the spiritual. I felt my hair move. I thought it was like a face. I was like, okay, anyway. Yeah. This guide might be wanting you to come into a stronger awareness about the energies around you. This guide also is very energetic. They're kind of flighty, so they're very around you. They're very present and they're very aware. But at the same time, they really want you to develop your own intuition. So they really send you a lot of intuitive hits and guidance that stimulate you to possibly research or to look deeper into different spiritual topics to help you on your own journey. This guide is very energetic, but that's all they want me to say about that. They also kind of possibly come to you, they said when you fly, but that also could be when you, they're saying like when you ride bikes or run as well, which I was getting for somebody else during this series of readings as well. The first tarot card that we have up for you is Justice. This guide does want you to work on your balance, and they do try to create balance in your life. They're even saying in the form of, you know, spiritual karma given to your naysayers or to people who work against you. The next card that we have is the Emperor. This guy does want you to have more control over your life, though, and they don't really like it when they see people execute control over you. This guide specifically wants you to have control in the realm of spirituality, though. This is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a very spiritual, intuitive individual, somebody who is spiritually protected and is also spiritually and emotionally abundant. This person is able to connect to their intuition because they connect deeply to their emotions. They're very sensitive to the way they feel, so they're able to pick up on those intuitive hits when they feel the sensations. This guide might also be associated with beaches. Interestingly enough, we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is out here to talk about They're saying this is more about what they have to offer you. They really enjoy the offerings that you give to them if you do work with this guide over altar work. This guide, they want to note that they haven't actually said anything about their physical appearance or their gender presentation. So I don't think it's any particular guide, but they want you to be aware that it could be a collective of guides, or it could be a very androgynous figure. Or it could be exactly who you think your guides are, or the guides that you connect to, but that they have not said what they look like or what they're about. They said the energy around them, talking about me here. I said the energies around the guide. I'm not saying who it is, right? We have the Three of Pentacles. They want you to develop further on your spiritual journey and possibly even work with others to create more sacred space for yourself. They want you to also focus on the ritualistic aspect of your spirituality, not to the point that you are like making a ritual out of everything you do, but also make a ritual out of everything you do, you know. Anyway, this is the King of Wands. This is the next card. This guide does want to help you manifest, and they want you to come into a self-mastery about manifestation. So the first thing that they're going to be having you kind of put into your life is manifesting more beneficial relationships for yourself, manifesting friends, manifesting jobs, manifesting connections and work relationships with people so that you can have better jobs and better income for yourself as well. We have the Seven of Pentacles, and it might take you a little bit of time, but they want you to be patient when it comes to manifestations. They also are saying here basically that they don't necessarily have a problem with you developing things on your own, but understand that you could utilize their energy to bring things into yourself and in your own energy a little bit faster if you just called upon them sometimes. Said a prayer, did a ritual, burned a candle, and stuff like that. And the last card that we have out for this reading is the High Priestess. This guy does eventually want you to have such a deep connection with them that you are just kind of open to whatever it is they have to say about your life. It's not that they want to have control over you, but it's that they do have a lot of influence energetically over what you have going on. And so for them to speak to you or communicate with you directly would be beneficial towards you. Important. They actually said important and beneficial at the same time. It could be important for you, it could be beneficial. They also want you to focus on your studies of the rituals associated with this guide specifically, and they also are saying here that there needs to be a very calm sense of grounding around you right now. Even if this guide is very etheric, or even if this is a new guide for you, they do want you to be calm and grounded. They're saying to look at the bottom of the deck. Let's see what it is. We have the Two of Wands. They're going to be helping you start new journeys and go on new adventures. They're saying adventures that you really want to go on, and this is good energy to be in. It's saying there's a lot of potential here, but they want you to understand the value of the stagnancy that you've been in your life. They want you to understand that you have been held back in certain situations, and that they want to walk with you moving forward so that you can develop further on your own journey and on your own path, whether that's in the spiritual realm, whether you're doing something like me, or whether you're doing something outside of like this where you're just literally living a regular life, which this is a regular life to me, but anyway, living a regular life, having a 9-to-5 and doing stuff like that. They're basically saying that they're going to be with you regardless of what you choose, and they want you to see the value in the freedom of choice, which also seems to be some of the karma that you've dealt with, which is why they want you to have more control in your life. Interesting. This is a very awakened guide. They kind of want you to come through some kind of awakening with them. I'm just not sure what that is. They're saying it has to do with like birthing energy. So this could be like womb work, or like something related to having children or something like that. But it also could be about creativity. And that's all they're really giving for me for this reading. So if you got to this point in the reading, leave a star emoji in the comments. Let me know how it resonated for you as well. Leave a like for this video for the free reading that I just gave you, and also subscribe for more content just like this and other videos as well. Goodbye, Sagittarius.